Another stream? Can you guys believe it? Do I do anything other than stream? I'm just preemptively getting that out before someone says that again. Let's see, who have we had active in the chat thus far? Steel, Stanky, Warp Core, Friend, Dom, Shinjurus, how's it going? Darthon. Yeah, I'm a couple minutes early. Never hurts to be a little bit early. This light over on my left, though, is a little bit bright. Evening to you as well. Paul? Just give me a second. Okay. This is prime gaming time for Africa and Europe too. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's later hours for some of you over in Europe. That's for sure. But it's a good time. Ethan, Logical, how's it going? Supreme Cryptic Shill. Good morning, New York. Yeah. Yeah, Pundus, I agree. I know that there's certainly quite a few out there that didn't give Academy a chance and like are not very positive about it, but you know, I I thought overall the season was fine. I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I thought the ending was quite cool. Got a request for an invite to the trading channel. That go through. We mark that. Yeah, I mean, I don't really get sucked into all of the like just hate focused content that we see on YouTube because they just it's negativity about every last thing. Starting to see how the 32nd century can be properly used. Hello, Supreme Cryptic Shill CM. Yeah, I mean, I've felt that way, you know, about a couple of the recent shows where there was, you know, parts I didn't really care about. Um and then, you know, there were some other parts that were pretty cool and you know, that's just how it's always been. Like not every last second of every show is going to appeal to everyone, you know. Dan, can't wait to fly the Athena in Stowe. I very much foresee that if I was to do a theory craft for that, it's going to be like a 4-4. That thing not going to have much tax seating, is it? Fear or faith of the heart? Huh. I've done something to please the RNG gods. Scramble from 10 Delta packs, sold it and spent it all on more Delta packs. Got 2 scrambles and some VR crit doffs. Sold that and got 3. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That also means that you're one of these people that are undercutting my scrambles. I don't really appreciate what you're doing, Logical. Undercutting my listings? I think that's a bannable offense. What traits you need for your Section 31 Command Heavy Battlecruiser build? It'd be the same as like any other duo build. Do you want to see outrageous? Check the prices on the winter event tokens. Okay. Let's see. I mean, 1,000 EC per on those ain't bad. I mean, I'll take those for that. Um, Bajoran. I mean, I'll take these at like 1,000 EC per. Top up the supply a little bit. That's a little excessive. 140k per, yeah. 80k. Ooh, I'm buying them right there. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Hey, remember that video I did talking about that really terrible deal in the Lobby store? Or the winter event store to buy the boxes with Lobby? Might be at a point where that's actually profitable now. You see 5 Lobby per, you wait for... I think these might get discounted during Lobby sale, I don't remember. Grizz, thank you for the follow. Watts. Can we see it? Can we have a list of all the things we should avoid undercutting? Terrible. How are echelons doing right now? Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. I could imagine like grinding out a lot of those currencies in mass is just not as simple as on PC. Like on PC, it's rather trivial to just go between characters and spam DOF assignments, but the interface on console makes that a much slower process. Okay, I'm curious now. Excel. More workbooks. Did I not save this in that video? Well, that's disappointing. Did I do it on Google Drive? What was that video? Don't buy this or something? Trying to find it here. So here's the video. Don't buy this. I just didn't save it. Okay. I mean, the prices might be up enough that that might be closer to like break even now. I still wouldn't do it, but you recently talked someone out of buying a Delta Flyer? How dare you? That would have boosted their immersion. You are limiting their immersion there. How does that make you feel? Yeah, I saw that. We talked about that on on a stream the other day. Time for this. Gotta get this daily done. All good. Okay, I gotta bring OBS down. That made you feel good because you love ruining other people's fun? Oh no. I am not. A lot of people have come in saying this in the past couple of days, but I am not the next community manager. To start things off, I'm going to claim this this next giveaway here over on console. So let's go store, Zen store. Buwak, terrible. Wish me luck, chat. Here we go. Get this. Got this. Use. No luck here today. Yeah, I saw the FSR diamond stuff, and it's like, man, Here, let me just grab a demo GPU. Let's ask, not ask why there's another 7900 XTX here, but this is defective. Like, as an RDNA 3 owner and also RDNA 4, because my main PC here has a 7900 XTX in it. The secondary workstation I have has a 9070 XT in it. Like, it was already disappointing that the only way I can get FSR 4 is by using third-party tools like Optiscaler. Like the Int8 version clearly works for RDNA 3, especially on the 7900 XTX. So now seeing that they may repeat that and actually make it worse, where they lock RDNA 4 out of the next version, would be really disappointing. I got too much 3D printed stuff over here. Back next to the Xbox, or the Xbox, the PlayStation you go. Got too much stuff over there. Way too much stuff. Alan, I saw your message. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, logical. If they really do that and they make it so there's yet another version of FSR that doesn't then work with RDNA 4, yeah, like my next GPU will be NVIDIA again.
I feel so ignored.
Like it just, AMD has really powerful offerings, but just like the feature set being locked behind stuff like that just is aggravating. I guess I should just queue. So let's do, I want to do the ground one again, Devil's Heart. Yeah, Devil's Heart on ground over on PlayStation if anyone wants to join. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, that went very fast. I actually got this character some more ground gear recently, so yeah, I'm very sad to, you know, to for the, when I heard the news, you know, very sad, and I'm a bit frustrated about it. I will say. I think I read that there was going to be like a written statement or something like release, and I'm gonna guess that'll be tomorrow. Probably alongside the announcement for the next event campaign event. So I will cover it in a news video tomorrow. I mean, I've had AMD and Nvidia cards fail on me before. My 3090, I mean, that literally had a part like burn out on the back of it. All right, is this thing? I'm gonna check here because this TFO is a long briefing. No, we're still waiting. Damn, I'm like, I was starting to get worried. Like, am I in this window too long? I'm gonna go Iconian today. It looks like. Yeah, let's just do Iconian.
Gateways to our research labs are open. Split up and choose a path. Check out the cyber drones so we can read.
I went in, got me a better ground weapon. The ground is just so much easier to build for, so much cheaper.
I have opened an interim gateway. Join your allies.
I thought, well, I thought someone said there was gonna be a. Did I misread something that the Suno was gonna be posting something about that she's leaving? Did I misread that? I could have sworn I saw something in the Discord the other day, someone saying that there was going to be like a post.
Our chiller rooms are compromised. Use the gateways to avoid damage.
Am I going to get anything for that defected GPU? I mean, I did go in, I repasted it, I checked, see if there was like any anything shorting on it. I didn't see anything.
Defeat the Borg and use the gateways to avoid the Baryon sweep.
Now, what's the button to remodulate?
We will remedy this.
Kind of a pain to select. Lock on over there.
Defeat the Borg and use the gateways to avoid the Baryon sweep.
Yeah, you guys CMT casual content. Console interface looks painful. You have no idea.
Flux chillers are clear. The second security field is down. Return to the central hub. Furians, they are modifying the console codes in our particle chambers.
So this week is, I believe, her final day is CM, and then she's gone at the end of the month. You dropped into a GPU chat, yeah.
The Aetherians are infiltrating our systems. Retrieve codes from the infiltrators to secure the consoles and use our transporter. Particle chambers are clear.
Yeah, this is much faster than the Royal Flush was for me yesterday.
The Kita vault is open. You must go to
I mean, the 9070 XT, like, I've got Net XFX Mercury OC right below me in this other computer, and it's a good card. The only reason I'm not using it on my main setup is I was running into VRAM issues with my setup, and that's partly because I've got 4K monitors. And like, I was having crashes in DaVinci near the end there. It just no, I want to use.
We must defeat its drones. Retrieve the modified access codes from the Aetherian infiltrators.
Get me out of here. I got out. I did the thing. I apparently did an endeavor while I was at it.
Another
I have
increase
no
in transporter
comment. We will
signals.
wait
A
to
very
see what
light
happens.
incoming. A third console has been secured.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy the card. It's basically the gripes that like myself and other AMD owners have is just about like the software support where it looks like
Fourth console has been secured.
missing one where it looks like they might not be giving us the latest FSR support on even the 9070.
You shall not prosper. So bows
Can we
our
pay another 800 for a console story playthrough?
transported you out of there just in time. The
I haven't even
construct
finished the
is
PC
gone.
one. We're close though. Do need to do just like an extended
The
stream for
Atlantic
that.
Alliance is indebted to you and your task force. Without your assistance, our bastion might not have survived.
Thank you everyone for making that a very quick and easy TFO. Thank you for carrying me through it. I did, try to go in and, work on the build a little bit to make things a little bit easier on my side, but there's still a bit to go. Who was the leaker? Was it Copite or whatever? The Copite guy, is that who said it? Because if Copite says something, it's probably true. Copite's got like an amazing track record. Yeah, that's rough if that's the case. Okay. I want to see here, what is UR dismissed at? Because that'll be a good addition for the build. You are good enough. That's not bad. Yeah, Kepler, yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Kepler. If Kepler says something, it's probably accurate. And that's very disappointing if that's the case. Like, it's already pretty bad. Like, if you've got an AMD APU, which is what this here is. This is an AMD APU in here, and then this is an HBA to connect drives. But you got one of these AMD APUs. These are like RDNA 3.5 most of the time. So that's a little bit disappointing that this doesn't even support FSR 4. I could use Optiscaler to get the Int8 version, but it's still a little bit disappointing. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like the best person to ask about story stuff. That was sort of the point of me doing like the story playthrough last year, was because it'd been a while since I had played through. So you're saying you struggled to get through which arcs here? Disco arcs? I don't remember the last time I actually went through and did Klingon Civil War. I think that's where I'm at on the story playthrough. So I mean, I'm not that far from getting done on that. The Trafalgar console has that range bonus and the other energy weapons buff, but yeah, the Trafalgar console is pretty good. Yeah, the new Romulus, the Iconian, like that was the amount of engagement around that time, like it was hype. That was like for me, and like the social engagement within Stowe, that was such a high activity time frame. After Delta Rising, there was still activity, but it wasn't quite as much as before. Um, and then I'd say after, I mean, there's definitely a spike with the Gamma Quadrant Victory's Life. That was a good time for Stowe too. But like when the Foundry stuff happened, like I'd say around the time Foundry happened and we started to see the Discovery push, there was people feeling like there's definitely a vibe of people just not liking the direction Stowe was going at the time. So the stuff certainly slowed down a little bit with this event campaign. But Delta Rising is the best expansion. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any new GPUs this year. Aside from maybe, well, I guess they've already released the Intel Pro B60, haven't they? I haven't had any issues with the Lance, but the console certainly was quite troublesome. Yeah. I will say too, getting a nice monitor certainly helps quite a bit also. The OLED monitors, they're pretty good. I'm using a 32-inch 4K right now, OLED, and then the monitor that you see in the background may or may not be another OLED. Let me see. Can you even see right now? Yeah. I got both of these OLEDs pretty cheap. The one I'm using right now, I got cheap because it has a bent screen. Like the screen, something got like damaged in transit. So like the back left corner is bending slightly backwards. It's interesting. I don't really notice it now that I'm used to it, but it was a pretty good deal because it was one of the more expensive ones too. Yeah, I saw that there might also be some because of the stuff going on in the Middle East that there might be some additional issues because of like helium supply that may further the pricing issue and supply issue with like RAM and some PC components. The good thing is the US should be able to make up for that supply, but I don't know what like the ramp up time is. But that could be, even a short-term delay on materials like that could cause further issues. Death Boy. Um, Ack, how's it going? Oh, if you're going 1440p as well, yeah. Like that's. I don't have much experience with the AOC brand, but I believe they're more common over there in the UK. But yeah, the XFX Mercury OC 9070 XT, especially the I like the one that's got the fans that you can like just pull right off, the magnetic fans. That's pretty cool. That's what I've got right now. Yeah. Going from 1080 to 1440, that was a nice upgrade, and then going to 4K is nice, but 4K is just so damn draining on the hardware. I'd say 1440p is the sweet spot. Like you're getting a nice increase in resolution, things are going to look clearer, but it's not so much more demanding that it makes the GPU struggle. Guess who's the largest purchaser slash producer, NASA? Yeah, I was reading on a post earlier that it's like produces like a byproduct of like all the natural gas stuff that we do, so they can just start getting it from there again instead of just venting it into the atmosphere. Is what I was reading earlier. I don't know how true that is. Could have been just some fake BS that I was seeing, but that's what I saw earlier. Yeah, the 7700X is perfectly fine. I think, I mean, there's already been some decent CPU deals. There probably will be a few more because there's still a lot of CPUs being produced, but just not enough RAM and stuff to go alongside that. Navy Man, how's it going? I'm going to do another Devil's Heart here over on PC. Or no, you know what? Maybe we should do a Belly of the Beast. It's been a little bit since we've done a Belly of the Beast. Let's do that. Belly of the Beast.
I feel so ignored.
Defeat Gorn on Nimbus. We're going to re-roll that one. Daywin Arthropods. We're going to re-roll that. Kinetic Damage Space. I'll take that. Another stream, I know. No scope. We will find out who the new CM is next week. Nothing. Nobody has been confirmed. If anyone wants to join on PC for Belly of the Beast, I'm in the public queue for it. The new CM is Brand Flakes. Oh no. Yeah, refine your dilithium, people. Oh, I forgot to do that on PC. Now this is just normal. I mean, even if you're on a new character, so long as you're going to the consoles and getting them interacts done, you'll be fine. I say this as someone, that has done a fair bit of water cooling. I've got a lot of water cooling stuff that I've used over the years, but I think water cooling is cool. I like what it does for my GPU temps. Like right now, it's not perfect because I'm one radiator down in the PC. I need to get that back in there. I think water cooling is nice, but the maintenance with it and all that is not for everyone. And the air coolers are like perfectly fine. Like my main computer here, it's fully water cooled. I got the 7900 XTX Red Devil under an Alpha Cool block. I've got what do I got in there right now? I was using an Optimus block, but I swapped it out for the Alpha Cool Core 1 a while back. Both blocks are fine. The Optimus one, I had a leak. It was starting to leak a little bit. When I was looking at the O-ring on it, when I was doing maintenance, and I was like, yeah. I saw the Core 1 block was a couple degrees cooler, and was like, oh, I'll try this. I like the tech talk. Technology is fun. I've got a lot of tech here. I need to do something with this here. This is an ancient bit of tech right here, which you probably can't really see. Can any of the tech people here tell me what the board this goes on to? Any of you know? Any of you recognize the ILM or the shape? Any of you that have dealt with any server hardware in the past decade should recognize that a little bit. It is a Xeon. X99. The answer is it's a
Take down these chimeras.
that specifically, or actually no, that is not a Xeon. That is that's an i7 5960X. Okay, the first console they've got.
All right. I'm reading an increase in psionic activity close by.
One of the motherboards I bought last year, it came bundled with a 5960X and 32 gigs of RAM. This was like early 25.
The array is flooded with chimeras.
Limb by limb, limb by limb.
Momentarily
Yes, no
track the
personal
Apex.
attacks. Let's welcome our new CM with open arms. Indeed. I feel like I have contributed greatly.
The final interlink node has been overridden. You can head back to the shuttle bay.
There's been no announcement yet. Type in the PSN for me.
Everything okay?
I've got a bunch of
Take the
stuff that
turbo link
people
to
have
the
sent
next
me,
step.
but yeah, I can drop that in here. Let me get this TFO done and I'll pop that back up. The name is the same, CasualSAB, but I don't know if there's like numbers or anything. I don't know.
Good, you made it. Good, you made it. To access...
Stowe's backup server. I don't know what server hardware the Stowe's running on.
My research shows Chimerans not only affect humanoid psyches, but tap into them. I'm reading more Chimeran signatures near your location.
Where is the console?
There are more Chimerans nearby.
There it is.
Keep clearing this deck.
We are done resting. We are one. We are many. We are all.
Great. You've overridden 2 interlink nodes. Just 2 more left.
I'm toast, chat. It's going for me now.
All interlink nodes have been overridden. Head to primary antenna control. I get the feeling we'll need some help after all of this. I'm calling for backup. Director Hugh, this is Captain Esri Dax, requesting reinforcements at the Midas Array.
Copy that, Esri. I'm sending over a recommendation.
Captain Krillin for CM.
Good luck.
The Horde is summoning a swarm of
An
Chimeras.
MATX. You might be able to find an MATX mobile a little bit cheaper than normal with the stuff. I've been looking at like Woot every now and then. I haven't had money the past couple weeks, so I spent everything on hard drives and filament.
Damn,
But
Apex is
I saw that there was a deal
invulnerable
on cases
Take
the
out
other
that
day where
swarm
they
and
had
move
like some of the newer Corsair frame ones for it was like $80, and it was like came with 4 fans. It's like, damn, that's not bad. Like it was like they had a 4,000 and then like the 5,000 frame for like it was between 60 to $80 depending on which one you went for. It was like, damn, that's a good case. I do want to try the new Resident Evil. I think that looks pretty fun, but I never buy those games like early on. I always wait for discounts. Like I bought Cyberpunk 2077 like over a year and a half before I actually sat down and like actually started playing it. So I've slowed down on game purchases because I just take forever to get to them.
The isoboramine is lingering. The Apex can't maintain its shield. It seems frenzied.
Like I think I bought Cyberpunk like winter of 23
I think you and your
or
task force
20
just bought us all
yeah, it would have
some
been
time.
winter of
Without
23
your
and I didn't
assistance,
actually like play
the
through it
Midas
until
Array
the
would have been lost to the
beginning of
Chimerans by now.
25. because I did my Cyberpunk playthrough last year, and I enjoyed it. That was an amazing game. I basically did like nothing else for a couple weeks.
I feel so ignored.
So you actually really dislike the in-person ball layout? Yeah, I understand your issues with it. Shouldn't we be getting Hearts and Minds again tomorrow? Oh yeah, I guess we should. Yeah, Friday the 13th, yeah. Yeah, Dan. For sure. Like the new Resident Evil, it looks fun. Um I'll definitely pick it up at some point and play through it, but I'll wait a little bit. Spencer should do a tech stream one day. I did do a tech stream last year. I actually put together a streaming PC, which I then proceeded to. I ended up not really using for streaming. I still used it for tasks related to the channel for a little bit, but um, that PC is out in my living room right now with an Arc B580 in it. Yeah, Ranger, I saw you were doing a couple ISEs. You're still finishing your first Cyberpunk 2077 run, and it's amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of replayability in that game because of all the different things you can do, all the little side quests. It is so much fun. When new pilot command ship? I don't know. The Empress actually has you dusting off the Lucari Protomatter Heal console. You do know? Why does everyone assume that I know things? Do I look like someone that would know things? Terrible chat. I look like a cryptic plant. I teased you for months about ceaseless momentum? No, I would never have done that, Ranger. Last time I unpacked Captain Rams, as a Star Trek Online content creator, I don't do things that would violate the Star Trek Online terms of service. Okay, just so we're perfectly clear. Chadwick, yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good episode. I'm on my main account. No, in general, I would never do anything that would violate the Star Trek Online terms of service on any of my accounts. What are my ground kits? Andorian Summer, Motivation, Ambush, Ball Lightning, The Floor is Lava, and Rapid Lithic Formation. Pundits, I'm not just saying that because you're here. I'm just being, completely transparent with the audience, but they don't believe me. They think that I'm trolling them. What would my take on chips being unboxed with some standard quality based consoles be, yay or nay? I don't know if I want. You mean like you unbox a ship and it has more like gear on it right off the bat? I don't know if I want to deal with more stuff to delete. Mav. You said your accounts, but what about others' accounts? I don't control other people. Okay? Spectral, I get what you're saying here. I mean, it would be an inconvenience if it was a toggle option. That'd be better. A button did not have any standard gear when unboxing a ship. Yeah, a toggle option I could live with. Spencer won't CM as it would cut into his CC time. Tetrion damage ground. Let's get that done quick. So Tetrion, split beam into a Jupiter station. I mean, I do actually have a poster that has, like, I've got something that hangs on a wall that does have the name of some stow people, like, on it. It's that calendar. Have I played Voyager anymore, or basically given up on it? I haven't played it anymore since then, but I think it's an interesting game. It's, again, just hard to stream. I don't currently have the calendar on the wall, though, because I need to find a spot for it. That's why you have to have a mechanical keyboard, so that when you break your key from spamming F so much, you can just swap it out. Rapid Lithic doing too much damage. Those bridge officer injuries have injuries. I mean, they don't have enough injuries. In fact, bridge officers, go. Go in there. Go. Why aren't you letting me click? There we go. One's already injured. Can we get some more injuries on the others? This one's missing a couple compared to the others. There we go. That's another injury. Come on. You can get one too. Oh, just one left standing. Perfect. There's another 4 injuries, chat. Hope you enjoy it.
I feel so ignored.
Spencer discovered injuries have an opposite effect. That minus 10% weapon damage is actually plus 10. Oh no. Weapon damage gamma again? That's 2 days in a row. Hell yeah, give me that. Only 3 more points needed for that. I need all the damage buffs. It is always nice to see just a diverse selection of ships instead of just everyone in the same ship. That is nice to see always. When will I unlock that awesome Vandy shield? It's still a bit of ways. Like at least another year. Like I think when that was added, I mentioned like it was going to take me until like the middle, like mid to late 2027 to get the Vandy shield. A bit ridiculous. By the way, I see a cold storage here from a Dan, and I do want to point out that any of you looking for an interesting movie to watch, Cold Storage. I just watched that the other day. It was interesting, neat little movie. So we know who will be the new CM. We have no information yet at this time. Alex, congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, the Endeavor system's horrible. I know. They know. Everyone knows. Did I watch Cold Storage at 2 times? I watch almost everything at 2 times speed. I I watched Starfleet Academy at 2 times speed. I just watched the new Paradise episode at 2 times speed. I watched Cold Storage at 2 times speed. I have a problem. It's all of the YouTube brain rot. It's eroded my ability to watch things at 1 time speed. What did I think of the screaming at 2 times speed? Pundis, am I insane? I mean, look, all of us that are still here playing Stowe after this long, we're all a bit crazy, you know. The postal representation on that episode of Paradise was so inaccurate. Yeah, but I'm being completely honest. I've watched most recent movies and TV shows at somewhere between 1.5 to 2 times speed. 3 times speed when I'm using VLC, I find that tends to be a bit too fast. That's where I start to have issues with dialogue on content, but 2 times I generally have no issue with. I thought I saw that. I barely have ever used TikTok. I The only times I've used TikTok was to like buy something because there was a deal that popped up. Like the 9060 XT 16 gig that I got at the like around Black Friday last year, there was some TikTok deal where I got it for like 275, 280, like right around there. The moopsy brain rot has gotten to him. The D7, yeah, the D7, the Ruin of Our Enemies trait, like if you are able to really get around on the map quickly and get, secure the kills, that is great. My plan for the 9060 XT was to just use it as like a lossless scaling card and also to offload some secondary monitors because like if it was fully up to me, I wouldn't just have 4 monitors plus the prompter here. There's actually another 2 monitors back here behind me that you can't really see behind all the hard drives and stuff right now, but I'd have them hooked up also, actively all the time. I am insane. I need more monitors. I'm trying to create the holodeck. I actually have a picture. Where is it? The desk is a little bit messy in this picture, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is like how the setup is right now. So there's the two 32-inch monitors right in the center stacked on top of each other. The desk is messy. Yeah, whatever. And then I've got two 28-inch 4K monitors that are vertical on both sides. And that's like really good for um, like Discord, browsers. Like it just is really convenient. Trying to create the holodeck. That Discord being open all the time is very handy for you to not respond to messages. I will respond to messages when I feel it is. It depends on what the message is about. Like, if it's something simple for me to respond to, then it'll probably be a quick response. If it's an inquiry that is going to take a while and I don't have a while to go in and get that response done right away, then it's going to wait till I have time. Toxic. Casual watching The Matrix looking for Neo's return. Did the monitor stand for your Stack 3 monitors come with longer screws to mount them? No. Just, I use I mean, they do come with, like, the screws for the VESA mount, but I already had some that came with the monitor. Like, you're using the same screws, basically. Just terrified if opening his Discord on stream and leaking every store release for the next 12 months. Terrible. Terrible. Very, very terrible. Actually, let me pull this back up here. Part of the reason this is so chaotic is because this is 4 different monitor arms. If you're talking about, like, the Helldiver stuff especially, then yeah. The toxic positivity can certainly be an issue. Let's go back to the NRX. I set the NRX up on stream last night. I did get it to 2.6 mil in a solo run. I've got too many monitor arms, to be honest. Multi-boxing the Vulcan Homeworld Foundry mission for Dill back in the day. Those missions that you're talking about where people abuse the Foundry system in that regard, that was before my time, and as an honorable person, I would never have taken advantage of such terrible things. Anorax going old school? Yeah. Just wanted to pull it out and see how it was going. Any idea on when the 16th bundle will drop now? I don't think it's next week. I would hope by the end of March, so I don't think it'll be the 17th, but maybe the 24th, the 31st. Whatever day. I basically got Tuesdays set aside for the next couple of weeks, so I will be there streaming as soon as the bundle drops to test things out and to see whether or not it's worth the money. April 1st for the 16th would be hilarious, yes. I sure hope that we have some good bridge officer combinations. I think it would suck to have 3 mediocre bundles in a row. Yeah, you gotta hope they break that cycle. I mean, I don't think Last Stand was as bad as Timeless Legacy. It also wasn't that like that impactful. I'm trying to think of a polite word. Triple Merc Worker Vulcan size ship? Don't even say that, bro. No, don't. We heard you guys like dual Merc Worker on the Proxima, so you're getting a T6 to Kier, but it's gonna have triple Merc Worker seating. Oh man. Commander Merc Worker and then two Ensign Merc Workers. There you go. There you guys go. Enjoy. Don't give them ideas. Every seat is a miracle worker. I'm just here taking notes. You like miracle worker command? I did a specialization. Let me find it here. Hold on. Tier list. Here we go. Here we go, chat. Here's like a ranking of all the bridge officer combos. This is still, you know, room for some stuff to be moved around, but basically up at the top here is your like meta combos, okay? These are the combos that when you see them, there's a pretty damn good chance the ship's going to be interesting. Oh, did I miss? Oh, Jeremy. Sorry, I just saw your comment. I'm just hoping the bundle doesn't have another Hexacannon and Persilance problem child. Yeah, yeah. For sure. Yeah, so like when it comes to like bridge officer combos, it's probably the most important thing for like how valuable a ship is right now. And you know, this is that there's room for things to move between tiers. Like the Brignoud Thought didn't have a combo that like you know is like S tier up here, but it still performed very well. Like there can be other things on a ship that bring it up, you know, a tier. There can also be things that may make it an S combo ship like not as amazing. Like the harmonies maneuverability might move it down, you know. But it's like when I'm looking at ships, like these are the ones I'm looking at for, you know, like meta wise. But not everything has to be meta. You know, the temp intel combo for Uncon is popular. Command primary, lieutenant commander, intel secondary. That's like really good for supporting. Really good for tanking. It's also a strong DPS option. Like I'd say if I'm setting up a tank, my preferred specialization combo on a ship is going to be commander command, lieutenant commander, intel secondary. That's why things like the Styx, the friendship have been so popular in those roles. Merrick worker, intel, that's also really good for like non-uncon DPS builds. So like the actual like DPS records that are like the split runs, for instance, those don't use uncon, so that's Merrick worker intel. You like this chart, Stolen? Yeah, if you ever want that sort of feedback, Jeremy, just let me know. Like this, like I said, not everything is like fully static here, but this like the S tier combos, those are like the really strong desired ones for like meta play. The A tier ones, those are still pretty good. Like command temporal, Merrick worker temporal, you know, like we just saw in the Impersa, like that's still pretty decent. What would be good for a tort build? Pilot, and then the lieutenant commander command secondary. You really want the lieutenant commander command for concentrate firepower. Miracle worker. So I don't have a ton of miracle worker secondary on here. I guess there's a few like temporal and then miracle worker. If you know the miracle worker getting the uncons last year did help that. Jeremy, I wanted to get one done, but to be honest, with everything that's been going on, like for me, family wise, in the past half year, there's been a lot of videos where I wanted to get them done, and then just life happened. Yeah, for those that don't know, I'm like raising my niece and nephew because my sister abandoned them last year. So 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, it has that's been a bit of time. lot going on there. 1,000 incomplete projects, yeah. All those S tiers are best in slot for do, tank, support, and torp, yeah. Push crate back another month and make this video. Is screen accurate in Dorian Starship? I can drop the link to this in there. I mean, you can go in. This is on tier list too, so you can go in and make a copy of it. But yeah, there's the list for that. There's probably like I feel like everything on here is fine right now. Let me see. Is there anything glaring here? I tried to differentiate between like the ensign and lieutenant, and then lieutenant commander for secondary specializations. But there's probably some situations where like a pilot that's a lieutenant secondary, you know, would still be a little bit valuable, maybe go up to a B, but ensign would be quite worthless. Yeah, merc worker, ensign, or lieutenant, I just generally don't find very valuable. And command is a good specialization, but as soon as you have like a secondary command that's ensign or lieutenant, it's quite rough. Most of the value with command is in that lieutenant commander or command space. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Jeremy, I do want to get a video done on this at some point. Like what I think the video was basically going to be there was two different approaches I was thinking of for it. Was like what makes a ship good right now, like just following up on that stuff from last year. Um the other thought was going in and just explaining like what each specialization like brings to a ship, and then just going from there to explain like what makes the strongest combos. Yeah, non-lieutenant commander command is full rubbish, yeah. I would say, do I have any... So, you see the secondary merc worker here? Like ensign or lieutenant. I know we talked about this with the feedback stuff a while back. If narrow sensor bands and mixed armaments had better uptime, that would bring those up. Because what are those, like 10 out of 45? What is that? CDR... Um... Where is all of the data? Did I grab the wrong spreadsheet? That is not the spreadsheet I thought it was. CDR is it an older one? Oh, this just doesn't have the powers one visible. That's all it is, okay. So yeah, so this is like an older copy, but yeah, narrow sensor bands, 10 out of it's 25 for the duplicate cooldown. Mixed armaments is 10 out of 30 seconds. So I mean, if those just had better, those are like the two big popular ones. Mixed armaments and narrow sensor bands. If those had better uptime, I think that would elevate the lower ranked secondary merc worker. Command secondary, that just needs the lower ranks of concentrate firepower just would need to be changed for that to be more impactful. I don't know. But yeah, I think a video going over that is a good idea, and it's definitely something I'd like to get done at some point, but there's a lot of projects to get done for sure. All merc worker needs is a power buff ability like OSS. Dave, how's it going? I think we did talk about some of it. we talked about some of that stuff last year, but we didn't go over every last thing. Yeah, reroute reserve from life support is a power buff from command. Some people like it, but some people don't like that it increases the cooldown reduction or the cooldown of other abilities. Null Pointer Flood was just changed to be an uncon late last year. Yeah. Okay, I need to go get Disruptor and Kinetic Damage, so let's do a public queue of Hive Onslaught Elite. Yeah, Boimler can counter it. Yeah, Suppression Barrage is like a really big thing for command for the tank playstyle. It's one of those abilities where it's like, why does it start at Lieutenant Commander and then have 2 and 3 in the commander slot? That's always felt off, but that's like an old issue for Stowe. How meta are you for still running 2-piece Trilithium? Oof, you're fine. You're fine. That's still good. Yeah. Have I tested target that explosion plus reroute power from life support? I know that So Better put a video out on it recently, and it's been something talked about for well over a year on the builds Discord. I don't remember if I tried it out. If I did, I didn't find it beat what I was doing already. It's just certainly worth taking another look at though. But that is a an interesting interaction for sure. Yeah. The Anoraks, I remember going in with like the Coalition Disruptors, like it was very immersive. I just wish the ship had a temporal version. If this thing had a like a drop the lieutenant intel and give it a commander temp, like this would be one of the top tier SCI platforms. Like everything else about it's like really good. Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy. That'd be awesome.
Join us. Become one with us.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of lag right there. We're fine. Just gotta push through that. I mean, it's still a really capable platform. And, you know, Jeremy, I have to say, too, like, the impact of Twinkling Lights, like, it's still a pretty powerful trait, but, like, the fact that it's made rainbow builds, like, legitimately quite good is very nice. You know, it's nice to have something this late into the game added in that is able to go in and just completely change our mindset on something like that. Like, for how long, you know, was it that, you know, rainbow builds were like super bad to do, but now with that, completely viable. Every ship is capable of performing, you know, well enough to get you through any content in the game. It's just sometimes you get layouts that can be a bit of a struggle, especially to do the things associated with the sort of builds you want to do on them. That was part of the issue with like the Timeless Legacy ships last year, is just didn't have the layouts to do on them what people wanted to do. Yeah. I like it. Like it's able to beat out for me, like a full plasma setup with complex. But there's pros and cons to that. With complex, you can move away from your target. You can move away from the target because it's got a dot on it, so you can leave it at like 10-20% HP and it'll die from the dot. But with twinkling, you have to adjust your piloting. You have to stay there at the target to make sure they actually die before you move on. Otherwise, you might fly to the other side and they're still alive with like a percent or two. I did do a video going over like DPS rotate, like some of that last year. So DPS keybinds. I'll drop the link in chat. I did do a video going over like DPS keybinds, controls, and ability order. Unfortunately, the video did not do very well last year, but that does have a lot of stuff in it. It's got the control settings. It's got some info about the new keybind tool. I went over my current DPS keybinds, like my ability order, the fleet power stuff, Vovin. Yeah. I was talking about the Anorax earlier. If that like alternate fleet ship stuff does end up going through, like imagine just hypothetically you could go back in and like if you own a ship like the Anorax, you unlock the ability to purchase an alternative like fleet version that's got the that temp intel combo. Stuff like that would be cool. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place topic wise. They did that with a summer ship once. How many fleet ship modules have I hoarded? Whoa, are you accusing me of market manipulation, Cheops, about fleet ship modules? Does it look like I would have started stockpiling fleet ship modules? I would never. Never. Yeah, I saw you photoshopped me to look like a damn Ferengi. I saw it. I know. I'm aware. As for how many fleet ship modules I currently have in my inventory, it's not that many, okay, chat? It's not that many. There's just 30. That's it. I've only got 30 on me. How many are on the market right now? I had thought that Ferengi looked familiar. Oh no. There's 70 listings on the market. There's a lot of activity on the market for fleet ship modules. Look at all those listings. Beautiful. I don't even have like half a market worth. No, they were like 30 mil before I bought them, okay? We are gonna walk into the ocean. Oh no. Okay, let's do another TFO here. Let's do I like to hell with honor. Hell with honor elite public queue. Let's do it. I just like to have an inventory of things on my account. Like I'm a hoarder, okay? I hoard a lot of things in Stowe. Outside of Stowe, like, let's zoom in here. Let's you know, there's just a few things being hoarded. You can see, look, there's RAM. I got RAM right over here. It's DDR3. Don't worry. Don't get too excited. I got some Noctua fans, and there's 24 drives currently in these 3 bays here. Damn it, did I just miss the... Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, it's loading. So much brown? Hey. Cheops, I really like that comment, though. Spencer has so much Stowe assets, so the IRS is thinking of doing an audit. No, they got more than me. They get sent all this fancy new tech, too. I'm not at a point where I've got companies sending me, like, NASs and hardware to test. He has a 1099 with a Lobby and Dill box just for him? Oh, no. XVid, thank you. Oh, I was going to look at my PlayStation account earlier and I completely forgot.
Go to Shipyard Alpha. Destroy the Mokai vessels before they can power up.
I mean, I'm down for, like, some really expensive fleet stuff. Like, I have a lot of fleet creds. Like, I've got a character that's just sitting with 10 mil fleet Dill vouchers on it right now. This is a little bit laggy, unfortunately. CSV misfired. Is there an update about the CFO coming back to PS4? I haven't heard anything. I know that they're aware of it, I just don't have any update for you on that. My net graph looks like New York City skyline. Yeah. Fundish, you're hungry? I'm hungry for some Mokai here, you know? Take out their ships before they can use viral on me. Does the NX have new materials on console? I don't know. I mean, that's something I can test. They should be able to viral impulse in the dock. That'd be funny. Aw. The ISO charge got me. Yeah, I think I remember people saying the turrets caused issues over there. Moving slow. Console players get auto-loot as compensation, yeah. That they do, and that's a nice perk. Yeah, this is a fun TFO. Oh, we got the Alachi already.
Look at the size of that fireball. Increase power and fire the weapon instead. Be advised. The reaction of that rating of 5
Yeah, the auto loot is really nice. Yeah. So I was chatting. I talked about this briefly yesterday, but I'm starting up that second YouTube channel but that's just dedicated for like stow ship builds, where it's gonna be like a different format from what I would do normally on the main channel here. It's just because I know that there's definitely a coverage gap when it comes to like polished builds, and I want to get more than just high-end stuff in there over time. But I was talking to Big Stud about it last night, and I just need to come up with, don't need to necessarily just have it be an approach where I just go in, hover over the gear. If I spend like a couple days going in, creating like a set of templates with gear already like done on them, some of the sections pre-recorded to just drop into videos, I think I can get something, that's a pretty decent quality setup over there. Just gonna take some time. Everything takes time.
That gigantic Galaxy Walker is keeping the rift open. Destroy it! You feel the last rift. Well done.
Oh, Jeremy, while you're here, did you by chance see the thing in the engineer channel over on the Stow Discord? Oh, wait, I just saw Mayo responded like literally like 17 minutes ago.
Strange.
It was about I know this popped up for PvP at one point about like having the option to turn your Endeavor perks off. I was just thinking for like doing content, because I'd mentioned to Suna at one point about like getting an account with all the ships on it just to do some like beginner builds, but I could accomplish the same thing if we had a way to turn this for all CCs. If we had a way to turn Endeavor perk points off, that'd give us the ability to do stuff that is more in line with what people would be experiencing. You know, not having all the crit chance resistance factored in if we're doing a beginner build. I don't know how feasible that would be though. I just thought like, yeah, I know PvPers requested it, but it's just I think it'd be a boost for trying to get beginner builds done, because it's, you know, going in, getting another account set up, like it's not an impossible task, but it's a bit of work and it is a bottleneck, especially if we're wanting to showcase like C-store items. You know, going in, picking up a $30 ship to do a video like that, it's not always a possibility for people that'd be interested in doing that stuff. All good. All in Exodus cells now also have the Vandy option on console. Ooh. We're gonna look. I'm pulling up an NX refit. I think I had one gifted to me. Let me pull it up. Did some stuff sneak over to console. I mean, we've seen though in the past couple years that there's like low tier ships put in too, and I think it makes sense for an NX to be in an Enterprise theme bundle. You picked up the Arc Royal with the anniversary giveaway coupon. Very nice. So the issue for me, Ranger, is I do have the Sona Collector, but it's over on a different character that doesn't have like all of my modern gear. The character that's got that is Admiral Kane, and I don't have some of my nice toys over there. Like I don't have a Credence on that captain. Just missing a few things. Yeah, indeed. It happens. But it's something to mention in a news video, you know? And it's not really a surprise. Not a surprise at all. Oh, more keys. Xvid, thank you. Someone is a Battlestar fan. Hey, I've got a Pegasus, a couple Vipers behind me. They're not visible right now because most of them are still in boxes, and there's literally I've got 2 boxes right behind me. Two and then 2 of those black and yellow bins you can get from like Sam's or Costco. Um, one of them is full of Star Trek models that I need to sell. The other one, that's a bunch of 3D printed stuff. And what do we have here? I got a gift here that's going to make a young one very happy. There's a someone that's about to turn 5 that'll be very, very happy. Bluey, I know. I've had to listen to a lot of Bluey in the past year, okay? It's bad when you know like the names of all the characters. Or like I know too many of the names.
I feel so ignored.
I think I might have an NX refit on this captain right now. No, I was on earlier. I already did my daily on console. Okay, that one I don't know. Captain Rams. Okay, I don't know that. You got me. I could have sworn I had one here. Better 3D scan that and be ready to print replacement parts. Man, that and she's like really into K-pop Demon Hunters, so she's going crazy with all that. Maybe I just need to claim it. Actually, I might even be able to just look at. We go here, Starship. I see the T1NX. Light Escort. I can't see. I could just buy this. It's a little bit of dilithium. What name did that give me here? I see Australia. Filthy. Yeah, K-pop and Bluey. Styles and patterns. Nacelles. Utopia Vanity. Let's compare that to PC. Let me find just a random character here. Check materials. I will. Let me pull it up on PC at the same time. There was a brief phase of Peppa Pig. Thankfully, not very long. Okay. I've got the legendary NX, so let's look at that here. Legendary. just escort, right? Temporal operative escort. Rupert. Nacelles. I mean, I see Utopia and Utopia refit, and then Columbia, of course. So if I go back to console, Utopia, Utopia Vandy. Just a different name over here. Materials. Defiant, Galaxy, Intrepid, NX. I have NX refit on PC. I see Odyssey, which is not a thing on PC. Want to redo the random ship name generator at some point? Is there a way when you get like Australia, is there a way to have it so it's like upside down? That'd be funny as hell. Just like a little like a little fun one there. You get a random generated Australia and it's just the text upside down would be amazing. No, terrible. That would lead to some very funny random Reddit posts every now and then. And then for the others, 0, I mean, I see just 0 A over here. So yeah, I see a different set depending on the, PC versus console. So 0 is just 0 over here. Yeah, I mean, there's clearly some differences. Clearly been some changes done to the NX. USS and Nick NB, oh no. Someone was asking for my character name earlier over here. Where do I find that over on console? Like, is my @ handle just like CasualSAB? I need to just talk in chat here. Chat. Yeah, so it's just at CasualSAB. Yeah. That to be it. Gee, I mean, that was just the first button I hit, okay? Always the top fleet player. Look, that was a funny meme back in the day. There was some guy, top fleet players based on this meme from the Stowe subreddit where there was this guy who was just going in, very aggressively talking about how he's like how he is a top fleet player. It just was a meme. This is a very, very old thing. Yeah. Long time ago. I don't even know if the post summarizing it is all still up on Reddit. I'm gonna look here. Top fleet player Star Trek Online. Oh, I know we've got some big AI fans in chat here. You guys will enjoy this. I was just playing around with a local solution last night and it gave just this really terrible hallucination. Let me find it here. Like it was pretty rough. I have people that'll occasionally go in on like my YouTube comments too, where they'll be saying they asked something to like Chat GPT, and it was like even they were like starting to question it, and it's like you guys can't trust any of those LLMs for anything completely accurate. But like I asked what are the meta weapons in Star Trek Online, and this is what it responded with. Top tier, generally considered the best, the Serpent's Kiss, the Obsidian Blade, the Vorlon's Edge. These are all phase rifles. Console always manages to get things a little bit early like that. Yeah, this is why DDR5 is $1,200. Let's just make stuff up, right? Go to websites like stowvault.com. Character class matters. Red alert characters generally benefit most from particle weapons and high DPS phase rifles. Like, what is this? It's all just complete junk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came up with stuff from Destiny. Like, cause there's like a Destiny vault, I remember. Like, this is just pure AI slop. It's complete garbage. Complete. Ranger, you found the top fleet player stuff? You can swap between chats? No, Ranger. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I always do. Because I've got the larger YouTube presence, the YouTube streams tend to do very well for me. Let me see, what are the numbers at right now? So we're at 128 watching on YouTube, 35 watching on Twitch. Like, because I do that multi-stream like that, I need a tool to be able to see both chats at the same time. So I'm using Streamer.io, or Streamer.bot to go in and just have both of my chats combined, and then I have these over on my teleprompter. So when I am reading chat here, I can, just lock in and like I see that the chat here, but you guys got the camera right behind that. So it looks like I'm actually looking at you. Yeah, I mean, you just can't trust anything AI. We all know that. I need to go back to console quick here and just let's go in and turn this back off for now. The only thing I've done with that PS5, basically, in the past year since getting it is just Stow. So I know someone made a tax joke before, but that PS5, that is a write-off. That is a Stow business expense. Mirror the camera. The controller needs charging. It's going. It's okay. Backseat accessory care. Let's see here. Oh, I need to pick a map for the proton weapons. So you guys were here when I did the proton weapons testing on stream probably a week or two back, but I want to get that video done. But because we don't have the map over on Tribble, and with Tribble being in the current state it's in, I have to use the Doomsday map over on PC. But the issue with the Doomsday map is that it's got this really bad like red coloring in there. So I need to go into demo record and pick a different map to use. The question is, what is a map that's going to look good with the proton weapon background? Let me see what the background looks like in yeah, it's okay. Demo record, you can start up multiple stows, it'll be fine. Yeah, what map do you guys want like as a background for that? Because I can go in with demo record and change it. Like what map do you guys think would look the best here? The proton weapons. Let me get the coloring here. Okay, let me fire again. Memory alpha. I think I'd want to stick to a lighting 2.0 map. And the proton weapon visuals are pretty cool. I like that effect there. Actually looks good in 2.0. Sir Boulevard, do you have the name of the map that you could just drop it in chat? Do you happen to have the name for it that would be in demo record? Or that I could just drop into the file for demo? Yeah, the gradient's really cool. No, there's not proton isomags, but you can just use beamer cannon. The last time I used this map to show visuals, people complained about the red. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I'll give it a try and see what it looks like. Azure? Yeah. The one I was thinking of was going to be probably just like the Midas map, because that I think looks pretty cool. Yeah, I watched the podcast with Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner earlier, where they had Seth MacFarlane on. That was an interesting episode, yeah. Oh. I didn't have sound on. Is that still like a phaser sound? Let's go back here. Yeah, Orville Season 4. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give a few a try to see what looks the best. The issue is with the red is people complained about it last time. So I can just drop the different map in for the background here, and that'll make it a little bit cleaner. Yeah, the beams under fire will had the phaser audio. Still sort of sounds like that. Now that we're on the cannons right now. That's cannon scatter volley missing all over the place right there. Gotcha. Then I'll probably hold off on the video until then, just so I have the right audio, which is fine. Like that gives me time to work on other stuff. Ranger. That's disgusting, Ranger. Ranger, you're missing the maelstroms. Okay. Well, I'll close out of that for right now. Yeah. I just saw a movie with her in it, Greenland 2. That was a movie, all right. The first Greenland was interesting. The second one, that there were some choices made. Ranger DM'd me a picture. Let me pull up this picture here. Ranger is bringing up a blast from the past here with a tier 6 Fleet Suliban Silic with a torp setup, no maelstrom, no mines either. Yes, this is an older picture for sure. People, I see that mines pop up in discussions quite a bit still. Mines actually had a brief phase where they were in the meta. when torp boats were like going really strong in the early 2020s. Mines were actually getting a bit of use to get like some spike damage, but with dew, that's certainly fallen off a little bit. Are we gonna get the Greenland 2 movie review? Uh, no. It might have been around that time, Jeremy. Yeah, because like, let me pull it up here. Um, there'll be a lot of videos. Let's see, Torp. That didn't do what I wanted. Show all. That Torp guide might have talked about a little bit. I talked about the despawn issues in 2022. I need to find it. There's definitely like some ISE runs I had with the Torp stuff. Um, yeah, the United Earth Defense Force vessel, like when we were doing that, like 4-4 Torp boats, we would do mines at the start. We would do mines at the start during the briefing phase and then relocate them into like the start cube to get a really big spike bit of spike damage there. Yeah. The Terran 6 was also a popular option for that too. Like that was like when 4-4 torp boats were the thing. That was a long time ago. Yeah, big spike there, and then this travel time over to the left is a little bit slow. It's crazy to think that just 4 years ago, this was like one of the top runs, and now we have energy weapon builds that are just going in and doing this solo. I mean, this was 4 years ago. Yeah, the 3-star. This is before the assimilators. Yeah, this is January 13th of 2022. Like we had all the mines going, call emergency artillery on the gateway. This was a different time. It was a fun time for sure. You could say we are more unconventional now. Yeah, this was a three-man run, so there was myself, Nick was on a support on the legendary Glen, and then we had um, Robin there tanking on. I guess you can't see the ship. The tank was an Undine Kawavi. This was also before Type 7s, where when Type 7s came out, that basically that pushed the tanks to needing to have hangar bays, and then the supports need to have hangar bays also. Yeah. Nostalgia. That was a different time. Awesome. Thank you. Twitch chat. Of course, Endeavor would have it. Let me see what this looks like. Okay, folder. Demos, proton weapons. General Spinobi, how's it going? Let's see if that works. So I swapped out the name there. Let me see if I can fix this here. Okay, does this work? Yeah, so relocate mines is going to go on your target and um it'll just take all of your mines out and teleport them around your targeted around your target. Yeah, so this does look pretty good for, I mean it is lighting 1.0, which does hurt in some ways, but you can see that black background. This is the memory alpha map. Let's see, how do the weapon visuals look here? You're gonna fire? The actual map should have the planet. Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, that's what I've got it at. Or got it as right now. KFR memory alpha system.zone. I went in and fixed it there because it didn't load at first. But yeah, this background looks a lot better than the red. Especially if I want to get like some shorts done of this too, where it's not gonna be where I have to be a bit, I have to work with a smaller area. Like this just is better than the red. Must have broken recently. I mean they do look cool. That green over here, and then go into the blue. Yeah, and you can really see the detail better there for the blue compared to before. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Sir Boulevard, thank you for that. Yeah, I like the effect. Yeah, for the shorts, I'll have to have the video like recorded like this because it's got to be vertical. Yeah, well, Jeremy said that that was fixed internally, so I'll wait for that fix to go live before I do like this video going over the sounds and the performance and that. It's not like these weapons are going anywhere, right? So. Okay. So I was intending to go until around Pretty sure. Okay. I'm going to start to wrap things up, though, here, because I was intending to go for about 2 hours, which is going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. I do have keys to open, so let me get that done quick. Sora? No, mines could do a pretty nice spike. They're not entirely garbage, it's just that they're niche. Like, the mines really leaned into the Tort playstyle. When do I think I'll have the build channel up and running? I need to get work done on templates for that, but I would like to have that. I'd like to have at least some videos up and try and get the channel monetized within the next month. Like, I might do some more basic build videos just to start it off, like recapping the Anorax build that I put together, and then the builds I did on stream the other day, because I just realized I forgot to post the Impersa one over on the Discord. I also, just doing those text posts, didn't have all the explanations done, so just doing a live format build walkthrough and explanation just for the first couple might be what I do. Go over that Nova 1 thing that I did the other day, and then the Impersa. Well, the other thing about mines is that they were able to, they allowed you to bypass the stack cap on resonating payload modifications. That is a debuff trait popular for kinetic builds. XFID, again, thank you for the keys. I appreciate that. We're going to open... You know, right now I think I'm going to go Safe Galaxy. Two watchers, that's good. Thank you again for that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but let me show a resonating payload here. We still use this on energy weapon builds for the Achilles console. But where is it here? Resonating payload modifications, RPM. So this has a 5 stack limit, but each stack will be a -5 physical and kinetic resistance debuff to your target. And basically every time you have a torp, your torpedo warhead torpedo warhead payloads are now additionally equipped with an electromagnetic resonance device that will temporarily destabilize the integrity of your target's hull, reducing their kinetic and physical damage resistance. But this also works with mines. So resonating payload modifications, it's got a 5 stack limit, but if you use mines with it, you could bypass that, because it was like each mine counted as its own entity for putting the stacks on the target. So we would use this, and we'd have, like on the starting cube there, like on the big boss that we use relocate mines on, we'd have like 50-60 stacks of this trait on them, debuffing them. That's not, I mean, that's a lot, but you know, in the world of type 7s nowadays and all the beta stacking, that's still impactful, but not as impactful. Yeah, -5, but hey, you get 50-60 stacks on it, though. You know, that could be quite impactful. Yeah, it was always bugged. I mean, it was pretty public knowledge. But I mean, how many different traits have like some little bugs with them? That was just one that like helped the kinetic builds. Yeah, there are no bugs in Stowe. Every trait is working perfectly fine. Exactly. They all work perfectly fine. No, terrible. Dauntless 2? We're not talking about the Dauntless 2, okay? The Dauntless 2 trait, nothing wrong with that. Oh, did I miss it? I'm sorry. I don't have that window open right now. It got covered by my notepad. Sora, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Yeah. I think it was Game Freaks who got the Dauntless 2 trade up to like 1,000 stacks. Ridiculous. At least a couple hundred. But yeah, the Torp stuff, it's got some wonderful features right now. Okay, chat. I'm gonna wrap things up though for tonight. Is there any final questions or anything you guys have for me? I know these random streams are. Well, I know some of you are liking them. How many do we have on YouTube right now? My OBS does not want to go into the corner. Nice, nice. Yeah, that one. That was a little bit cheesy. Cheops, okay, I recognize that was a cringe name, okay? Meta March was a cringe name. I understand that. It was just a bit of a meme. Yeah, who is live right now? Did you say Endeavor's live? The Endeavor Gaming? Endeavor is here. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna raid Endeavor. You're hungry for cheese? Market March manipulation madness. Terrible chaps. Terrible. Raid Endeavor. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. There'll be a video out tomorrow, certainly a news video. I'm guessing we'll probably see the event campaign announcement tomorrow. Looking forward to that. You need an Endeavor guide. Stow League has a bunch of good recommendations. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in. Logical. Terrible. Tubby, truly terrible. Okay. Voth chips, you're lost. If you're doing the one that are in the Dyson Sphere, that's a bit rough. Yeah, okay. Is Endeavor live on YouTube as well? I might be able to raid on YouTube as well here. Live. Does Endeavor have the thing set up for me to send people over, though? There we go. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you guys around.